Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, sexy toy lady. Okay, I'm good. You can hear me. Hey, vibrant love. I'm gonna do a couple of more ooh chows, and then we're gonna start. Ooh chow. Ooh chow. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh chow. Ooh chow. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh chow. Ooh chow. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey guys, and I just left Bimps, and I started not to go live tonight, but I said no, I'm gonna go live tonight because I want to talk about something that happened over there. It was good live, you know. Um, it was a good live because I did a short live on it, telling everybody how good the shit was because everybody was over there fighting, honey. You know, the panel was packed, everybody was swinging on each other. You know, it was good. I mean, good to me. It was good to me. But then all of a sudden, it turned into a Debbie Downer. Cause see, I thought like I think when his live went off, it would have been on like an hour and a half or something like that. And see, I thought it was gonna be a long live because it started out so hot. You know what I'm saying? It started out, like he wasn't on 30 minutes and people was up there banging. So I just knew he was gonna be on for some hours. Well, honey, it didn't go like that. You know, some people could just ruin shit. Some people can just, uh, some people can just make all the people that's been into it, they just say, fuck it, I'm gonna leave. Everybody leave the panel slowly one at a time. They just trickle off. The main people that was up there gang banging, they slowly just start dropping. It just start dropping off, just leaving one at a time, you know. But before they leave, like while the panel is still hot and fiery. When the panel killer start talking and they're not adding really anything to it, the people that's been, that's into it up there, they be saying, hey, they need to be mute them or do something because they're not adding anything to the conversation at hand. You hear me, OG Beauty? And I even seen the panel killer that was on the panel killer at Bimps. They had put the people that, was up there on those live, they had put them on mute so they could not hear, that he couldn't hear them talking and complaining to the panel holder that this is crazy, nobody's listening to him, he ain't talking about nothing, he's singing, he doing this, he can't rap, he rapping about something that don't make no sense. Where he had them on mute where he couldn't hear them, so he studied up there doing what he doing. He got them on mute so he can hear them dragging him. And, he in his own goddamn world just running the whole damn thing for 1,028 people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 1,028 people in the chat. Stupid is as stupid does, okay? So the reason, the name I named this Woo Child. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. When did it turn cool? When to use lynching is in a beef. You know what I'm saying? When did that turn cool? Now you up here dragging and you call yourself ragtagging and rapping and all this kind of stuff. So when that didn't work, after you done it for like 30 minutes, then you're gonna put a picture on the screen as a weapon against a white man, which I don't care if it was a green man. Well, if with a picture of a black man hanging out of a tree on and an angry white mob at his feet. When did that start being okay to use that just because the guy white you arguing with? But I said another thing, what I put in the chat, well, that black man is hanging in that tree, what you're living with, which is an old white woman, you would have been one of the first niggas home. Because y'all know it was a no-no back in the day. It wasn't never no black man and white woman shacking, that kind of shit going on. I mean, back in the day. Because they would have hung your black ass. The only time that the white woman got caught with a black man back in the day, I mean, way, way back, I'm talking about like in slavery days and a little bit past slavery days, is when they got caught when they would have them mixed babies. You see what I'm saying? Because you literally white and you supposed to be with your white husband and you weren't supposed to be having no mixed. How you get a mixed baby? Because you went with a black man. Okay? Now, I'm just being for real. It is what the hell it is. So, and then, if the white lady happened to get caught with the black man, I'm not never saying that's okay. That kind of shit, that you should be able to love who you love and have kids with who you want to have kids with. But back in the day, it wasn't cool. The only time when you see mixed kids is because a white man had sex with a black woman and had a baby. That wasn't looked down on as bad as a white woman having a baby by a black man because they thought white women was pure. They were not supposed to be touched by black men. But the white men, ever since like slavery days, because they was having babies with the slaves and selling them. I'm just being as graphic as I can, and this is just the way the world was. Okay, so you know you you had some big balls to actually think you was gonna live with a white woman and think your ass was gonna not be hanging in a tree. Okay, so like I'm using this as an example that what Duke was using against Mike Martin over at Bimps. Okay, he used the race card, like calling them crackers and stuff, and then he used several scenarios before he got to the lynching. Okay, and the lynching to me that was just that shouldn't even been put up there because there's nothing funny about a black person being hung out of a tree, and then it ain't funny to see the shit on the screen when they went for a channel for bullshit. That everybody over there scratching. This is not the time. This is not the place to be showing a goddamn picture like that. And then the man say take it down, and you still keep the motherfucking shit up. What are you trying to do inside a race war with the blacks and whites? In the Mo 3 sector, in the Mo 3 beef sector. Okay, and earlier in his throwing out the race stuff, he has said that Mike Martin called, he used the N-word before. Now, whether he used it, I haven't witnessed him using the N-word, but I know what he was talking about, exactly what he was talking about, because it happened at Buddy Lee's one day. I was over there at Buddy Lee's, and he had a good crowd. Everybody kicking and chilling and stuff. And him and Mike Martin and some black guy got into it over there. I can't remember who the man was. And so when they were scratching back and forth, when Mike was talking, it sounded like he, had said the N-word to this man. And then, when the people started complaining, like the guy on the stage, people. What is that? I don't know who that is. Well, I'm gonna just talk because I don't want nobody up here with me right now. It's just gonna be me. I got to express myself on this issue, and I don't want to be disturbed. But like I said, later on, people can come up. But right now, no. I'm gonna talk about what I got to talk. I'm getting this shit off my chest. Called lies be put out on people, and then people run with them. Okay. Well, I was at Buddy Lee's today that the N-word situation came up. When Mike and the man was scratching, when he was talking, if you it sounded kind of like he used the N-word. And so the man started hollering about, he called me or you know what. And then the people in the chat, Mike used the N-word and this and that. And so Mike Buddy Lee stopped the goddamn show right then, and he rewound it over and over and over and over. The way reason it sound like the N word is because Mike was saying he said one word and just rolled it to the next word, and it called like it sounded like in. But I mean, Bud Lee played it 100 times back to back to back to back, just so we could hear. He slowed it down. Okay, he slowed it down to a snail's pace because he wanted to be very clear. If this man said the N word, if he called this black man an N word, or didn't he call this black man the N word? Because Mike, he fuck around over there in the black sector. You see what I'm saying? Well, at least stopped his damn show. And I mean, he slowed it all the way down. And it was one word that rolled into the next one. You know what I'm saying? It was, you could take it. when he slowed it down, you could hear one word and then you could clearly hear the second word. It wasn't no, he didn't say nigga. You see what I'm saying? It was like when he slowed it down, one word and then you could hear the other word. But when he said it was kind of fast and it would sound, it kind of sounded like nigga. I ain't gonna joke with you. Okay? And Buddy Lee played it over and over and over, so it wouldn't be nothing left to the imagination about what was said on his live, okay? And then the live went on. Okay. Then when they didn't a big deal get made out of it because, like I said, Buddy Lee handled it at the time that it happened. And Mike Martin done been back over there on Buddy Lee panel. He done been over in the black sector, other places, and he hang around in the Mo3 sector. Well, it pops up over here in the Mo3 beef sector from time to time that he used the N-word in the black sector. And every time that I'm in a live and it said, I put in the chat, I was there when it happened. It was at Buddy Lee's, and this and that. And then like tonight I put in Bim's channel. I say the next time Buddy Lee go live, hit his link because he always got an open panel. And asked him, did he allow Mike Martin to call anybody black a N-word? Is that simple? Is that, like I said, it's that simple. It ain't no reason for nobody to get mad at each other. It's no reason. It's no reason. There's no reason to get out of sorts with anybody because if you were not there, you really ain't you're going on hearsay. And like over the Mo3 sector, I'm assuming that the people that keep trying to use this on Mike, well, not trying to, that are using this against Mike, they weren't there. Because if they would have been there, they would have heard the same thing I heard, in which I clearly heard the argument. I clearly heard Buddy Lee play that over and over and over. I clearly heard Buddy Lee slowed it down to a snail's pace because Buddy Lee wanted to be clear, since it was on his panel, what was going on, why it was going on. And it is what it is. Evidently Duke wasn't there because Duke used that over there at Bimps just did. And then there's several other guys that have been using it against Mike in other places that I have been at in the Mo3 beef sector. It's part of their drag. It's part of their argument. And why do you got this white boy on this panel? Because he like to call black people ends. And and that kind of shit. Well, unless you know that shit to be true, you it because you're repeating a lie. And like I said, if he would have said it, I would have. If Mike Martin, I don't know Mike. If Mike Martin would have said nigga over there, I'd be one of the main ones in every sector saying he said that shit. Because if I heard it come out of his damn mouth, I would say I heard it come out of his damn mouth. I ain't got no reason not to say he called somebody a nigga. Because I don't like white people that call black people niggas. I don't like them kind of white people. I don't fool with them. Which I don't, fool with a whole lot of people. It is what it is. I don't fool with nobody on here. I don't like nobody on here. But if fair is fair. You know what I'm saying? If the man said it, I'd say he said it because I was in that live. If the man didn't say it, I'd say the man didn't say it. And like I said, all people that's curious, hit Buddy Lee. Y'all need to go over there and hit Buddy Lee link whenever he go live and say, man, Did you let Mike Martin call another black man a nigger on your panel? Because I heard you did. Now, what's hard about that? The ones that called that saying Mike Martin did that. Why don't y'all, since y'all wasn't there, why don't y'all go over there and ask Buddy Lee? Man, this man to man. Did you allow Mike Martin to call a black man on your panel a nigger? And then let him answer the question. I ain't gonna answer for Buddy Lee. Let Buddy Lee answer the question. Because that's only fair. You know. And for some reason, some of the people over there, they don't like Mike Martin to be on the panel because he white. That's why they say they don't like him on there. But it'd be other white people that be on panels all over YouTube in black areas. You know? And just, is it because he be dragging them, dragging harder than they drag? Because the night he even asked, wanted to do a rap battle with Duke. He said, Duke, I challenge you to a rap thing. He was ready to put it off the dome just then. Duke wouldn't even answer. Because Mike say he was ready. Y'all hear me? Mike said he was ready to do a rap battle with Duke. And Duke's supposed to be the rapper because he got music out. I ain't never heard Mike Martin. He ain't never been on here saying he was no rapper, and he make beats and spit bars and all that kind of stuff. Mike wanted to do a rap contest with Duke tonight, and Duke didn't do it. Because I was all ears. I wanted to hear this shit. Nick, he been rapping all night. Duke been up there rapping all night. Why come he didn't want to rap with Mike? He was up there rapping. He was disrupting the panel with that kind of shit, rapping low and and I say doing all this. Mike had that man so out of his pocket. Mike and who was that? Mike and who was, I can't think of the other guy. Mike and some other guy. Yeah, he was so out of his body. He was telling the man, the guy was saying, hit the wall, dude. Hit the wall. And then he was saying, you can't even talk loud in that white woman house. You got to whisper. Because he be talking like this because he be saying that like this, talking like that. Because back in the day, now Duke used to have his microphone up real loud, hooping and hollering and all that kind of stuff, but he really don't do that like that now. Well, honey, Duke got up and he started walking through the house. He was flights. He was hooping and hollering. And Mike was saying, bitch, go outside, bitch. Go outside. Now, he wouldn't go outside, but he did run all through that house, hollering and shit at Mike and that other guy. And then he took his shirt off. He was flexing his chest. You know how them people do it when the men do it when they can make their chest jump. He was making his chest jump. And then he's, saying that, he was saying all kind of stuff. But Mike kept saying, bitch, go outside. Bitch, you scared to go outside, bitch. You won't go outside. And he never did go outside now. I ain't saying he was scared to go outside, but he didn't open that damn door. And he didn't go outside. So the two things he didn't do that Mike asked him to do on that video is he did not take the rap challenge and he did not go outside. Okay. But getting back to the more serious matter at hand, when did comparing a person that you ain't never met in your life, when did that have anything to compare lynching to? I'm not letting nobody up here till I get through with this commentary because I got to get this out. I want to get my points. on what the way I feel about it. Because see, I don't want nobody in this. I want everything to be clear. This is the way Paulette said it. This is the way Paulette meant it. I don't want to have nobody up here with me right now concerning this matter. This is a matter that I choose to speak on, and I only want to, get just my opinion out here. But like I said, now later on, I'm going to open this live up, and anybody got something to say about this here is more than welcome to hit the link. But this is right now, I just want this to be that you can only say that Paulette said this. Nobody else said this. It's only that Paulette said this. And then people can come up and they can express what they feel about it. But I'm just saying on things that I witness or things that I believe in. That's what I want to discuss right now. Because see, I'm not even going to talk about nothing else on that concerning that live. Nothing else. Tonight, I'm not going to talk about none of that other shit. And I ain't going to talk about none of that other content that I had before that happened, lives that I seen before Bimps. I'm not going to even discuss those. This is not going to be one of them kind of lives. This is about fucking lynching and all that kind of shit and using the nigger word and coming against somebody just because of the color of their skin, or just go for the Hispanics, because that was thrown around a little bit last night at Bimps. You see what I'm saying? And to me, if you are in the beef sector, on any of the beef sectors, that's what we do in the sectors, is beef. And it ain't about no color. I never knew a beef to be about color or sex, what sex you are, because they got on Duke earlier in the live, which I don't think was right, about him being in the in the beef sector, around all them yaggots, okay? I'm beef sector. I didn't say nothing about it, but I hear that all day in the Mo3 beef sector. It ain't nothing but yaggots over there. Well, it's more than yaggots over here. But they gay guys and gay women. But then we got a lot of straight people over here. So a lot of straight women over here. Okay? And we support, we gay friendly. Okay? We don't be calling, I don't be using that kind of language in my real life. And I'm not going to use it on YouTube because I have, I know gay people personally. Ever since I was a little girl, one of my favorite cousins was a gay boy. He was one of us. He was a girl. And I never hated him. I loved him. I understood that he wasn't like the other little boys when I was a little girl. He liked to hang around with us and do what we wanted to do, play with dolls and, sneak and get your mama high heels and, walk around in a slip, doing little girl stuff. He did that with us. So I knew he was different than them other little boys. And it was little girls with like that too that I knew. So I didn't never have no problem with nobody being gay. And we have some of the greatest content creators on YouTube in the gay sector. In the beef sector that happens to be gay. So, and that's another thing that I don't, is in the Mo3 beef sector, you hear a lot of gay slang, like it's bad to be gay and don't be on my panel talking about no gay people and I don't want to hear that gay shit and all that kind of stuff, okay? We hear it every day over there in the Mo3 beef sector. But like I said, when I first started dropping down over there and feeling comfortable, don't even hang around in the beef sector if you don't like gay folk. Don't even come over here if you hate gay people because you 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be 100% out of 100%. You're gonna be in some of them or chats. Well, it's gonna be gay people in there, and they're not gonna put up with you calling them no yagget. And they ain't gonna put up with that shit over here. You ain't gonna get to come over here and get on these panels and use bad language toward gays, male or females. The people over here are not gonna put up with that shit. Like on my panel, ain't nobody gonna never get to come over here and talk about, now you can get into it with a gay person. I'm not saying you can't, drag the hell out of a gay person. But as far as their sexuality go, nope. You're not gonna sit over here and do that. Unless they start talking about your sexuality. Because it can go back and forth like that. I don't give a damn. But as far as them getting up on here, my panel talking about, I don't like yagets and fuck, and I heal them. And no, I can't let that ride over here. But if they talk about killing you, well, y'all gonna be just two people talking about killing each other. But you ain't got to put sexuality in it. And if you don't like gay people, the best thing for you to do is stay out of the beef sector. Because a lot of our content creators are gay over here. A lot of the people that's in these chats, they are openly gay. They ain't hiding nothing like they do over there in the Mo3 beef sector. A lot of the gays have to hide what they is and what they do. Over here, they don't hide it. Now, some people that do, you still do, but they'll be accepted more if they come on out and just, hey, yep, I like women, why hide it over here when it's accepted? That's why I had a problem with you, Kim. Why you over here saying you don't get? Why you over here talking about gay? And you one of them. You was one of them way before you came. You was one of them. As soon as you turned 21, you made a freaky Twitter. You've been one of them. You've been one of them out on your freaky Twitter over 8 years ago. So why the hell are you over here talking about gays and talking about who gay and who ain't gay? And denying that you gay when you gay. Is that the retarded, stupidest thing you ever heard of? In a place that's gay friendly? When all the rest of YouTube is not gay friendly? When this is a place that you could come, as soon as you come in, that you could wave the flag, hey, I'm gay. Or you can shout it at the top of your lungs and ain't nobody gonna judge you. But you're gonna come over here and talk about the gays, and your ass been had a freaking Twitter. You couldn't wait till you turned 21 because that's when you joined. As soon as you turned 21, you was on showing your body and doing sexual acts on freaking Twitter. But you're gonna bring your black ass over here in the beef sector 8 years later and say you ain't gay in this sector. But you was acting flaming hotter than any gay over here. You was doing more than any other gay guys over here was doing. But you wasn't supposed to be gay. You got what kind of see? This kind of shit don't make no sense. See, some things don't make no sense. Just like a lot of race stuff don't make no sense. Because it was race used over there, and not just against the whites. It was used against Hispanics over there. Then the names, like Cracker and Peckerwood and um, Wetback and them kind of names. But see, they throw them names at the other races, but the other races just have to stand there because they can't say the N word back. If they say the N word back, it's going to be they done called them all kind of stuff that we don't call, that we're not allowed to call like out in public. You can't just go and say, oh, Wetback and stuff like that in public to Mexicans. You can't do that. So why can you do it on here? They can't be out there calling us N words to everybody. You see black as an N in public. You can't do that. And the black people see a Peckerwood or a Cracker. You can't do that. You can't go on your job and do it. You'll get fired. It's just, you can't be doing it in the grocery stores. If it was accepted, why come you can't do it? You can't do it. It's not, people don't like that. So why can one race call the other race bad names, but as soon as they say why come the blacks can say all this stuff on the internet to the other races, but then if they call somebody in, it's the end of the world. Or Black Crow or whatever names that the other races use concerning black people. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't like the blacks calling other races out of their names, derogatory stuff. And I sure don't like when they call us the N word. I don't like the shit. I ain't gonna never like the shit. And but hey, I'll sit there and I might be in the audience when that shit didn't come out, because everywhere I go on YouTube, it's happening. So I supposed to not go back to this channel because they called Mike a cracker. No, I'm gonna keep on going to the channel. They just happen to call Mike a cracker, but it is what it is. I can't go to the channel because they let Mike come over here because he called somebody an N word. No, I'm gonna go back over to the channel. That wasn't me. I didn't have nothing to do with that. So I'm just showing how this happens on here. And then, like, some people can get accepted for it, others people can't. Because back in the day, like when Tracy, she drug Five Babe daughter, they rolled Tracy over here and put off YouTube and all that kind of shit. But then other people would drag people's children. They didn't have it against them like that. They wasn't out here like everywhere you drop. They dropped down. They was getting drugged by 20 people. But Tracy good handle, she shook that shit off. She kept right on making live, kept on doing her. You know what I'm saying? But now the very people that was dragging her back in the day for saying something about a child, they saying it. Now some of your favorite content creators are saying it. And ain't a goddamn thing being said about it. But I tell you one damn thing, if Teresa say something about somebody's kid, they'll be on her again. It'll be like she done said the worst fucking thing you ever heard on YouTube in your motherfucking life. That's why I don't fuck with none of these folks. That's why I don't like, ain't none of these motherfuckers cool. Because if I was a woman and I didn't have no kids and you drug my insides, I would drag your kid. Because you dragging a part of me that I ain't had no babies out of. You don't know why I ain't had no babies out of it. You understand? This might be something medically wrong with me. The reason I couldn't have no kids. It could be I had a child before, like my sister had a baby and it died as soon as it was born. She could still have children. She didn't want to go through that again. That kind of hurt that you waiting on this child to come, but when it come, it don't live like 5 minutes. She didn't want to put herself through that again. I got a friend, her daughter going through that right now. She had a little baby. It was just as pretty as a peach. Full-size baby. But when it come out, no breath. And she have not put herself through that again. And she said she don't think she'll ever be able to go through that again, because you get already and got all this baby stuff. And you going through the labor and stuff. But when your baby come out your body fully developed, it never take a breath. So everybody that don't have kids right now, it's not because they can't have them. I choose not to go through that no more. I can't go through that. It ain't because something wrong with them medically. I just can't go through this shit no more. Because this might happen to me again, and I know I can't take it again. Because there's no guarantee. Just because you have a baby, that it's going to be born alive. Sometimes they die in the process of being born. They might have a little heart attack. We don't know what goes. I don't know what happens. But a lot of time it's by choice. I just can't do that no more. I can't go through that. So if you got enough nerve to talk about me not having children, I'll talk about your kids, because you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You don't know nothing about that. Well, see, I have two. But like my sister, she had one and he didn't live but about 5 minutes. He was here no more. And she decided not to ever put herself through that trauma again. But like I said, I know other women that this happened to. And now my sister too old, and she ain't gonna never have no kids because she's too old to have children now. But she always said she wasn't gonna put herself through that again, and she did. And like I said, I know other people, and then one of my girlfriends, her daughter going through it right now, and it's been like 4 years ago. So it's some of this shit that people drag on here. Is, you need to know what you're doing when you touch on some of these situations, because you never know why. Don't assume nothing. And to me, being gay is not a choice. It's something that you know is in you. You can't stop that. Like I said, my little cousin, honey, he was one of us, and he didn't know he was not no different than us. He thought he was a little girl. He knew what little boys was. He didn't want to be out there with them. He was with us, doing what we was doing, because he thought he was one of us. So before you judge stuff and before you pick at stuff, you need to just shut the fuck up. And if you don't like I said, if you're over there in the Mo 3 beef sector, you don't like goddamn gay people, this is a gay friendly area, why the fuck would you bring your ass over here? Y'all know it's gays over here. Y'all know this is a place over here. Why come over here and then go back over there something that you don't like gay folk? Why come over here and get in the contest and you don't like gay folk? That's stupid. And why the hell would you accept the gay women and you don't accept the gay men? It's the same thing. It's just two women going with each other and the two instead of two men. It's the same thing. But see, they accept lesbians. But I tell you one, some damn lesbians they don't like that we got over here is the ones that studs. Why you discriminate against the studs? They still lesbian, you know. And it's some of them real pretty lesbians. There's some of the hardest studs that me and your child don't even know about. They're some of the prettiest ones. And some of the thuggest thugs, okay? And then some of them girls that look like studs that act like a boy, like the tomboys, that's what they call them. They are some of the most feminist ones. They not studs. They girlies. They girly girls. They just got a lot of mess, act boyish. But they just it's soft, you know. You don't never know. You might think some person is a stud and they really not a stud. They film. And then some of the ones you think is film, it's studs. It is what it is. But why you so accepting of the girls and not the guys? Because the girls, the real lesbians, they ain't want no dick. They ain't want y'all. Period. They ain't want nothing to do with a man. It sickens them. It sickens them when you flirt with them and they don't want to be, and you know they don't like men. It makes them want to throw up the thought of being with a man. It makes their flesh crawl. But see, they have to put up with bullshit like this in society every day. Somebody trying to force something on them that they don't like. They be some of the ones to get abused sexually just because they don't want a man. That they men force themselves on them. They want to straighten them out. That's how they wind up pregnant. But you say you're a stud, but how you get pregnant and you don't like dick because they might have got abused. They might have been made to do something they didn't want to do. And then didn't want to get rid of the evidence. Because they could have easily got rid of the evidence, which is the baby. But, but like I said, y'all need to be careful and be mindful of the things that you're standing behind. Because you might be standing behind a lie. You might be fighting for a lie and don't even know it. Because the lie they're using on Mike Martin is a lie that people just jumping in that don't know nothing about it. They jumping in, you swinging on somebody over something that didn't happen. And ask Buddy Lee for that timestamp on his lie. And ask him for permission to play it. The content creators that's saying that Mike Martin said that, play the whole lie. Play the part when Mike Martin supposed to said it, all the way when Buddy Lee slowed it down to a snail's pace. Mo3 sector. The people over there that said he did this, I challenge you, content creators. Get that live. Play it from when Mike Martin's supposed to say it, the N-word. Play it when all the way through until the end of the conversation concerning the N-word. Show the part when Buddy Lee stopped his content and started playing it over and over and over, slowing it down over and over and over. Be fair. If it's a let's prove me to be a lie, or prove you to be a lie. One of us lying. Ask Buddy Lee. Go over there and hit his link. I ain't taking up for nobody. I'm taking up for the truth. There's no reason to get mad over a lie. There's no reason to get mad because somebody telling the truth. Nobody shouldn't be mad at me for telling the truth. Nobody should be mad at me for standing up what's right. And like I said, them people over there in that black sector, they ain't got no problem with Mike Martin. Because that's the sector that this happened in. It's something that can be easily debunked. You know, because I don't really care for that race shit, and I really don't care for the gay bashing shit, you know, because it's no excuse in it. You know, something just don't make no sense. And it's like I said, it's gay people over there in the Mo 3 beef sector. I don't care how bad they don't like gay people, some of them guys and ladies over there. It's gay people over there. It's women that are openly lesbian over there. But it's not that many men. But like I say, Rico the Brett be over there. You know, he be over there, he be gang banging. They don't really mess with him over there. He goes over there freely wherever he want to go without being harassed. You know, but we have gays over here, males, that don't feel comfortable over there in the Mo 3B sector. You know, but like I said, we got the gay women, they be over there and stuff. They don't be harassed and stuff. So I don't understand it. You know, and I really don't express myself and like on issues that I see. I can come to my channel because I have a channel now. I can come over here and talk about the shit that I don't understand or correct something that I'm seeing going on. I ain't gonna try to get up there arguing with nobody, correct anything over there in that Mo 3 beef sector. I'm gonna say what I know is right, and I'm gonna say what I know is right on my channel, and I'm gonna say what I witnessed and where you could go find it at. You know, and I don't see anything wrong with it. Nobody shouldn't be mad at me for it. And if they get mad at me, just kiss your own damn ass and suck your own dick and eat your own puss. I don't care. You know, if you're mad, do it. Do something about it. You know, if you're mad. Okay, now I'm getting ready to drop the link. And anybody want to hit my panel and discuss this, you're more than welcome to. But, you know, I just wanted to talk about that because this one even came up if the lynching pictures wouldn't start being put up there. That just rubbed me the wrong damn way. Because to me, that don't need to be used in no goddamn beef with no white person. No black man hanging up in a goddamn tree. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And it kind of pissed me off, you know, actually. Because a lot of people in the chat didn't like it. Bill kept saying to take that shit down, which you took all day to do it, and then you put it up again. And it just don't make, you know, I didn't like it. And so I came to my channel and I started my live up to say what I don't like. And I can do that. I don't have to be out there on all the panels saying what I don't like. Because people get tired of hearing that kind of shit. But I can say it over here. And if anybody want to hear about it, they can come over here and give me a goddamn clip. And they can hear about it. But it's just that bullshit that if you're not winning, then you want to bring other shit in it It ain't got nothing to do with your argument with a person, and you're mad at a person because they out-drug you on the last panel. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. And then, or they didn't accept your apology, But like I said, I don't accept apology because once you done it, and you ain't got to apologize to me. Just don't fuck with me no more, And I ain't never got to like you, But most of the time, when y'all see how these apologies go. As soon as you accept they got an apology on here, they'll slap you in your damn face again, or do something else dirty to you. But if y'all want to live like that on YouTube, y'all can live like that. But I ain't gonna do it. My journey ain't like that. I ain't on the forgiving journey. I ain't on that road. I don't know where that road is. I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to go down the road that you trust people on the phone and they talk, and they turn bad and they tell all your bullshit. I ain't going down that road. Some roads I ain't got to go down to. And some hills I ain't going up fool hill. Hell, I've been up enough of them in my life. Now, yeah, I can still go up fool hill at 50 and 40 and 30 and shit. I ain't going up. I'm too old for that. I've been up that hill before. And it's a drop out once you get to the top. But that's my commentary. That's all I had to say about this situation. And that's something I want to talk about. And like I said, tomorrow when I come live, then I'll talk about the other things I've seen out here in the YouTube streets. Because I don't want shit else on this live but what I want to talk about. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, you want to? Okay. Okay, just a second. I had dropped the link earlier, but I'll drop it again. I keep forgetting that it be way up high. There you go. It was some white guy that was behind the link behind here, and they was behind here from the beginning of the live to just a few minutes ago. I don't know who that was, but he stayed on there a long time. But I said I didn't want nobody up here at that time with me. Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's going on?
Ain't nothing going on.
I've been seeing you in chats lately. Like I appreciate it when you do speak up, because I don't know. You always do that though. You pretty much stand on the right side of shit, and that's what I try to do all the time. Like everybody that you see do the race card and try to use that. I was cool with for like months. Been on panels all night roasting other people. We both been on the same side when I'm going at someone that, I mean, there's not a lot of white people in this sector. So of course it's usually someone that's black, of course, but they've been on my side rooting me on and shit, like on my side of the argument, going at someone else. So they don't care then. It's only when it turns my attention to them. Because Duke's been focusing on all women. Every panel he's on, fuck you, ho, fuck you, bitch. He's like, you seen the video I posted? I know you've seen it, like where he's like, I'm gonna get Jackie locked up, I'm getting your mom locked up. Like he's just insane. He just focused on women. So I've been getting on his ass for like a month, and what'd you say? Go ahead.
With him, he had a lot of issues over there that was on that live. When it don't go his way, then he have a lot. He just start lashing out like Hispanics. Calling the white people crackers and peckerwoods and this one and lynching, showing using the lynching, and I was saying this shit is crazy. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Oh yeah, I seen you. I was watching your comments. You always do that. Well, my bad. Go ahead. I'm gonna cut you off.
I do it on anything. Like if it's something that I see that this crazy, I say that. Or if it's something I know it's a lie, I say that. I say that ain't how it happened. That's not how it happened. And then like I said, for you talking about Mike being a white person and then a black person being lynched in a tree, I put in the chat, the hell, you living with a white woman, an old white woman. You would have been the first person they would have hung in a tree. You know,
Uh,
make it
what,
make sense.
it don't make sense. What's crazy is what the actual cause of our falling out is the people that piss me off is good people that he targets, and just so happens to be black women. So where was his movement then? Where was it? Where was the black and white issue then? Until he started targeting multiple women that I know they don't scratch, they don't disrespect nobody. They're like respectful people that you know. I don't see him sticking up for themselves when it comes to talking shit on the internet. That shit pisses me off. And look what his whole night before I hit the link. How many women? Fuck you, ho. Fuck you. I
Yeah,
don't know if you say all that over here. I
yeah,
don't
he
want to.
do. He say anything over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, and then 2 days ago, like I've been going at him for like a month. A couple days ago, someone tells him, "Oh, why's Mike? Oh, Coolin, why's Mike going at you in the chat?" He's like, "Oh, he's been doing that. That's okay. I forgive you, my brother." That's his response to me. But he's going at everyone else, all the females, cursing them out.
Yeah,
So he's ignoring me because he doesn't want to go back and forth with me. Now
yeah.
all of a sudden, it's a race issue. Each
Hmm.
person that did that, it's been because of that. Same
And
shit
that's what
happened
I
with
noticed.
DJ. Yep. New Era
You
King.
know, yeah, I
Go ahead.
noticed that with all of them. But
Yep.
like I said, they could just, why don't y'all just drag each other? Don't put the race stuff in it, because the race stuff ain't got nothing to do with it. And just cause he, like I said, I ain't, just cause he white don't mean make it right. And if you gonna just drag the man, drag the man.
Well, it's
You
going to be
know,
worse now because I'm going to put up the clips of all the times he was rooting me on and laughing and joking while it was another black guy.
yeah,
Now it's going to be worse. And I want to say some of what you said about like, about people being over here that gay. You might hear me say a lot of crazy shit, but if you just don't notice, it happens to be to straight people, like calling them whatever, zesty, yaggots, whatever.
yeah, but you don't
I
be
don't
going
care.
after the fake
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
I
care.
know how
Yeah.
it
Like,
is. I'm not trying to change the Mo3 beef sector, but I'm talking about the you was over there with them gays and all of that, and you was on the gay pastor Lincoln. If you come to the beef sector, you probably gonna be on somebody gay link. Everybody,
right.
9 times out of 10, it's mostly gays over here, but it's a lot of straight women over here, but it's a lot of gay men over here. And
Right.
and it is what it is. If you hit some of the men's panel over here, you're gonna be on a gay man panel.
Hmm.
And they all don't wear dresses and wigs and lipstick.
Right. You see, I grew up
You
four
know,
boys. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
but I'm just saying they don't all wear lipstick and
Hmm.
wigs. They just look like men. Okay?
Hell yeah.
And it is what it is.
See, you grow up like the way you grow up. I grew up four boys. Like I almost never would like. I could talk to someone who's gay, and their sexuality would never come up in the conversation at all. Didn't
Right.
matter. Wouldn't matter at all if they're just respectful, and wouldn't even matter. It's like that shit comes out because you grow up like that. You grow up talking shit. Four boys, like you know what I mean. And it always happens to be someone that I'm saying that type of shit to is because they're acting like the most gangster person in the world, and I know that's how you
Right.
disrespect someone like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and I do that.
yeah, right. Like, so that's why you hear me go at ghetto or SD and calling them all kinds of crazy shit. I think about it sometimes, but it's like when you don't think about it when you're trying to disrespect
You're
each
trying to
other.
disrespect. Yeah.
Right. And they're trying to be the hardest gangster in the world. So you're going to call them a flimsy, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? It's just,
Hmm. But like I said, I never was raised like that because, like I said, one of my cousins that grew up, we played together from a little kid. He was a girl. He didn't hang around with the little boy. He didn't do what they did. He did what the girls did, and we didn't talk about him or nothing like that. We didn't call him no sissies, and we didn't know what a sissy was.
hmm,
He was just a girl. We knew he wasn't like the other little boys. We know he didn't like no football and shit. And he didn't like to do stuff they did, but he did what the girls did. He hung with us.
Hmm.
And he thought the little boys was cute. He talked about the little boys just like we did. Oh, he cute. I like him. He doing the same thing with the girls. He didn't hang with the boys because they was gonna be picking on him and trying to fight him and stuff. And see, we didn't do him like that. Now he would have liked to been probably in some of them football huddles and stuff, but he didn't. He probably would have wanted the boys running after him like that. But no, he was strictly a girl. He was strictly a girl. And his mom and them knew it. They didn't try to, stop him. And his
Right.
brothers and stuff, he had bigger brothers and smaller brothers. They didn't try to stop him because they knew he was like that from birth. You can't beat that out of nobody.
See, I respect people for who they are as long as they are who they are and they're not pretending to be. Like, I don't care if someone's gay, if they're openly gay, but if they're acting like the most gangster in the world, calling other people all type of yag stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
then they
Like
do something
Shakim,
like that, huh?
like Shakim did, but he wasn't acting all husky and stuff. He was acting gay. That's why I called him gay. And people sent me the information on him. And I put it out over here. Okay.
Same with. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
And I called and Lemon didn't put him out there. He didn't out him. He was on freaky Twitter as soon as he turned 21. That came out. Now, why are
Hmm.
you over here in the beef sector trying to drag the gays over here and calling them all out the names and stuff? And you one of them. That's retarded.
That's exactly what. Same with people who call the cops. If that's who you are, I don't care. If you're
That's
like,
who
yeah,
you
I don't get
are.
in trouble. I'll never put you in a position where I would make you have to tell on me. I respect that's who you are. I know that about you. But if you're a gangster, blood, and all this crap, and then you do some snitch shit, yeah, of course I'm gonna use that. And I don't like
Of
fake people.
course. Of course. And over there in the Mo 3 sector, beef sector,
Oh,
they've
okay.
always been against people that's called the police.
Yeah.
Okay? They always, no, don't tell, don't tell, don't tell. But then you the first person that go call the police online.
You know Joe Uncool, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a bunch of
Like,
people over there.
Joe will tell you, I don't give a damn. I'm calling the cops, and I
And that's
respect
wrong.
it.
That's
That's who
okay.
you are. No, but that's who you are, and you tell me from the jump. I will never put you in a position where you'll have to tell on me. And if I do, it's my fault. Like, I know there's people that they don't know how to face that situation when they're in the police station and the next morning and that cop lies to them and says, "Yeah, hey, we got you. You're going to be doing 5 years. You better tell me who it was." Nobody's going to get through that don't know that life. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't even blame them. It's my fault for putting them in that position. But if you're the big blood killer, all this shit on the line every day, or Duke,
And I
who's,
ain't gonna never snitch. I ain't gonna never snitch.
yeah, Duke
Snitch,
putting
snitch,
up
snitch.
60s crip every day, and then
Yeah.
I got a video of him snitching on to the police in the damn
I
hotel
seen it.
room.
I was there when that happened, and then I seen other ones where he had contacted the police. But I'm gonna tell you this here, like when Nahima went to the Mo 3 beef section, she had been over there. I don't know about need to be talking to the police and this and that, and
Hmm.
that's a cop caller and all that. And when I started hanging up, up in the class for a while, and I seen her, which I stayed up there and let her do it for a long time before I did finally drop down. And then got tired of seeing her on panels talking about people as snitches and cop callers. And I put it in a chat. You the biggest goddamn you ain't a cop caller. You're a person that walked to the police station on Cookie Monster and told it and filmed it. Bitch. You can't call nobody no cop caller. You taped yourself on your whole journey to the police station in the beef sector before you came to the Mo 3 sector, ho. You know?
That's exactly what I mean. I started getting locked up at 13. I've been into every juvenile facility in the state. Then went to county jail until I had a daughter, and then I was like, fuck that. Like, I just
Yeah.
quit. I never
Time to
got in
quit this
trouble
shit.
again. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't imagine my daughter being out there and me being in there. That would
Yeah.
be like the lowest feeling in my life. So I went from 13 to like 21 getting locked up for every type of
Mhm.
craziest shit you can think of,
Just
and then
doing
just
shit.
nothing. Yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
a lot of times it take like having kids to make a person grow up.
If
Or
that
either
don't,
going, and some people go to jail one time. I ain't going back in there no more. I ain't gonna do shit to break the law no more. It's the what people journeys are different. You never
yeah,
know what a person have done or will do. You don't know. But if you a person that have put the police on somebody before, don't you dare be talking about other people that putting the police on for. Don't you dare call them cop caller when you won. Because see, the people in the Mo 3 sector didn't know that about Nahima. But I let them know. Bitch, you cook scared. She in a whole different state to state, bitch. She did lie on you, scared you so damn bad that you walked to the police station. Showed yourself walking in there, getting the goddamn paperwork to fill out. Oh, please.
that's like the worst thing you can do to somebody. Like I said that to a cop once. I'm like, you judging me. I'm like, think about it. If there's anything after when we're done on this planet, you just sat there locking people in cages and feeding them through a hole in the door because their name was in your computer. I wonder if that's okay because that's your job. Like I think
Yeah.
that's the most fucked up, messed up thing to do to somebody, especially if you actually been through it. And they're all like the white people, but then they
Yeah.
use the police. Like everyone knows how the justice
People use
system
the
was
police
made.
as a tool all the time, no.
It, it,
In the real world and on YouTube, they do
yeah.
it. They use the police as a tool, as a fighting tool, or courts. I'm gonna take you to court. So they're stupid. And then
What,
everything thrown out. You wasting your time, the court's time, the person time, everybody's time get wasted.
what's
Just
crazy
like
about it is that's how they replaced slavery. They made it like if we can make them work for free
yeah,
we if we if we you're a criminal. So
yeah,
they got rid of abolished slavery, but they still did it by way of charge it, and they used it. Most of
locking
the
them
laws
up.
were made to target minorities
Yep.
to get them in there, and then now they can get the free labor. Like to know that
It's
history
free labor.
and then use the police on people is like insane. Like it's insane. Like I'm not blind to all that shit. I know you
Yep.
drive through some of them southern states, and I might be able to make it to Florida without getting pulled over. But I know a lot of my friends probably wouldn't make it going through Virginia and all in
But
Carolinas and
that's
shit.
but see, it's places that you just know you need to stay away from. You don't go through some of those places. You don't go through some of them places at night. They sundown towns. That's what they call them. They all over America, not just down in the South.
I
You
mean,
know,
like the interstate, like just going from
yeah,
95 all the way from Mass to Florida, they
yeah.
got cops like looking for out of state plates. And who do you
Well,
think they picked to mostly pull over?
you never
But
know. I'm just
yeah,
saying, honey. Hey, but a lot of people need to wake up. They think that everything is fair and everything cute. The world ain't cute.
I
It
don't
could be a
know.
really, really bad place, and it can happen to a innocent person. You in the wrong place at the wrong time, baby, and it can ruin your life.
It's happened to me. I've been to
You
jail for
know,
stuff I didn't do. I got
yeah.
charged in a court,
It,
got arrested
it,
in the lobby for
and it,
intimidation of a witness. I was just there for a
mhm,
friend. Did 6 months in county jail over that shit.
it go all kind of ways. A lot of people need to wake up. Do you think they can't do it? That they can do it, and they do it.
I
You know,
seen you. Oh, I seen you. Seen one of the videos. What actually started it between me and Duke and made me start going so hard on him is the first Duke video I put up, where he's like, "I'm gonna get like T Topics, Jackie, and her sister.
yeah,
I know you're all responsible. You're all. I'm gonna. I won't rest until you all are in jail." Like that's how it started between me and him. I was like, "What the?" When I saw that video, and then I saw how he was acting on panels just target like you even if they everyone knows in Dallas that's bullshit. All it takes is one lunatic that's like, you know what I mean, like that
yeah,
believes him and targets that all them women in that house or their kids or whatever, or they come to that house to try to get revenge. There's crazy fans and shit. Like I know he's
right.
crazy too, but I don't play that shit. That's why I never let up on Vato. It was all over, so behind the bar, another platform where I actually started on. his wife came over and Vato was like talking about, oh, fucking her in the ass and all shit. So I was like, Vato, you better apologize or I promise I'll never stop trolling you. 2 years later, I'm still going at him every time. And he'll come on the panel and be like, which one of you bitches gonna suck my dick? And nobody will say shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be the first one to go up there and get on his ass. And I'm like, oh, where's all that black and white issue then? When you're letting Vato just disrespect all them black women.
And
Not
what
that
I
I,
feel about
good,
Jackie,
my bad.
them, how they, like I said, I don't know Jackie and her mother and her sisters and stuff. I ain't in that shit. But what I don't like, look, the police is doing their job. The police have arrested people on the case. If them women had something to do with him getting off, they would be maybe not murder, but they would get like accessory, all that kind of shit. They got a lot of shit they could charge them for if they were
Absolutely.
involved. But I think that they're doing, the best job they can, and I really don't think they got nothing on them ladies. Because if they did, they would have been arrested. Even if they would have got, released on bond or whatever. If them women would have had anything to do with that man getting taken off, the police they don't know them. They'd have been glad to arrest their black ass.
Definitely.
They want to get as many black folks as they can for that crime.
Were you in Lemons when? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that. I don't believe they had nothing to do with the man.
Definitely
I don't.
not.
I think the police would have arrested him. Because that's what detectives are for. Investigate the crime.
Absolutely. And he just went to Lemons like last week. I don't know if you were there. And they let him on the panel, and he did the whole thing about Jackie and his
Yeah.
sisters and all that shit again. Jackie's one of the few people I like the most on this damn app. Like, everything. She's funny. Like, she stands on business. She speaks up, tells people when they're wrong. Like, so, I mean, I just from her character alone, like, it just pissed me off. Like, I don't know. Like, and it's not like I'm focusing on defending black women. Like, it's nothing to do with their race. I don't even look at them like black women. But when you play the race card with me, I'm going to bring up the fact that those are black women. If you're about your people, whatever you consider your people to be, whether it's by color, by whatever, if, going back to the cave days and the tribe days, the first thing you protect is what? The women and children. So how the hell you doing all that? But then when it comes to me and you or a man or something, then all of a sudden it's this black, my people and all this shit. Like, if you let anything or target the women, then don't bring me that bullshit. Like, I just hate fake people. And it's pretty easy to go ahead.
They help stop, they help to arrest some people, in the Mo3 crime is cause it was some talking that they got led to the guys that did that. And it was somebody that knew them.
Yeah, the baby father. It was her baby father.
Yeah.
He called. From what it mostly people get out of that is he called the house and talked to his kid or told the kid, let me know when he's over there again. You know what I mean? Some shit like that.
But I'm just saying if they wouldn't have did no talking, they wouldn't have knew. So why you they didn't have nothing to do with the crime, but hell, the police, somebody told them, hey, he left this woman out. And it went from there.
And what's crazy about it is they put up videos, them together with Mo3, all different things all the time. Only thing Duke ever put up is Mo3, a picture of something that's supposed to be Mo3 dead on the highway, did a whole album of disrespecting him, said F Mo3 a bunch of times, and didn't know the guy. So he's disrespecting all the people that were really this guy's people. He's just insane, to be honest. Like, but I don't like when you try to focus that bullshit on people you're targeting because you think you can focus on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some bully shit.
He done called the police, the detectives, and gave them all the information he had on Jackie then. So I'm sure that the police did their job. You done gave us a lead. We're gonna follow the lead. That's what they say they do. They follow the lead, and it didn't lead nowhere, evidently. And you can think what you want to think.
Right.
You
But
know,
who might want to make a name off of going to their house and trying to get some get back because of Duke's friggin' mouth and they think Duke has inside information? Could be some nut that just nothing going on in his life. He could and thinks
yeah,
I could be the guy that got revenge for, you know what I'm saying? Like he's
yeah,
just putting all these women and kids that live in that house in danger. And I tried to talk to him the first time, but after a while, I'm like, this bitch only focuses on the women. Like
yeah.
something's
Well,
wrong with him for real. Like I know something's wrong with him.
it's a lot of the guys over there that's all they fight is women. They don't fight the men. If the men come up there and confront them, they just shut up. It's like you're not talking. They just won't
Hmm.
fight back. But on the women, oh, they call them all kind of regular low down bitches. Just every name you could think of. But on the men, honey, they get they mouth shut tight.
I can name a bunch, and they all got me blocked in the chat. All of them. All of them. The 100Ks, the Vatos, the DGs, all of them got me blocked in the chat. And if they ever
I,
try that, what they said, what they were doing, what Duke just did, 3 different black women or 4 different black women, I'm only saying black because the whole point of it, it's a race thing, will
yeah.
hit the panel and defend me. There's a reason fucking for that, you know?
But when you put up, put yourself out there a lot for the black women over there. But it's not just there; it's in other sectors, like in the black sector. That's where I knew you from was over there.
Was
Was
it
the black
really?
sector?
That was first place?
Yeah, because I hung around in the black sector before I went to the Mo 3 sector. Before I
I
started
only
hanging
came to
around
the
over there.
Mo. I came to the Mo 3 sector because I first hit links over in the dirty sector, and then came over for Cali Styles' birthday party.
Okay, see, I didn't know when you went over there, but I know that I seen you in the black sector, and I seen you over there for a long time, and you would get up on the panel. And that's
I,
why I
I
would
probably
notice you because he get up on the panels and stuff and then go back and forth and stuff.
I probably didn't know where I was at the time. I probably didn't even know what the
Yeah,
sectors were at the time.
right. And
I was
then I started seeing you over in the Mo 3 set. I said, he be over here. And I'm just saying to myself, and it went from there, and I just been sitting watching you, and and some people like you, some people don't. And then that N-word stuff they came up, and I said, "Oh hell, to hear this shit, that stuff is old." And he didn't say that because I was there.
You know what's crazy? It did sound like I said it.
It did,
It actually
but
happened on
Buddy Lee
Mahia's.
slowed it all the way down to a snail's pace.
Yeah, it didn't happen on Buddy Lee's. It happened on Mahia's, and then they brought it to Buddy Lee's. I think.
Okay, well, I know it. Okay, well, I must have been at my house when it happened, and what I thought it happened at Buddy Lee's
No, they
though.
did it. He did he replayed it because somebody said it, and then they brought the thing over there because they were doing it everywhere. They were trying to go, but they'd go to smaller platforms, and I'm like, I'm not going to go to every single small platform and keep defending myself and be like, you know what I'm saying? So they were being methodical about where they went with it, and it was like
So
mostly people
you
like
was at
New
my
Era
house
King.
when it happened. You was at my
Yeah,
house when it happened.
yeah,
Okay, now see, I was there then because I was at my house every night, but I thought it was at Buddy Lee's because I know Buddy Lee slowed it down to a snail's pace.
yeah. Everyone did. They played it everywhere. It was me talking to Vato actually, and I always make fun of Vato. Like when he starts getting mad, I'd say he's got a fake gangster accent. Like he's I forgot what I called him before that.
Well, I
Like
can't say to come to my house because everybody that's using it against you don't go to my house.
wait, say
Like
that again.
the people that use that against you don't like my hair and they don't go to my house.
The people that use it against me, I've really like got on their ass. Like, and it's a last resort thing. Like it was the New Era Kings that would try to go to other platforms and be like that white boy because he just yeah, exactly. And then like I don't know. It's just always a last resort. Every person that does it to me was cool with me for 6 months plus before that.
Well, when I was at Buddy Lee's, it must have been somebody was on the panel and they were saying something about you. And then Buddy Lee must have started playing it over and over and over.
Probably Melly Mel. I think it was Melly Mel, probably.
I don't know who it was, but I know it became a big issue over there.
Right.
over at Buddy Lee's that day. But then Buddy Lee played it over and over and over, and then they found out, it wasn't said. And then, you have been back to Buddy Lee's, and
It's crazy when it actually happened, right? Like I was talking to Vato, and when I talk fast, like my words
yeah,
get
next
cut
word,
down. Like if I was gonna say, y'all got like 3 seconds to my first words will get cut down to like y'all got
yeah,
like it's like
yeah,
So I went to say because Vato when he gets mad, man, you just be talking. So I said talking. There you go. Man, go back to your regular accent. Like I stopped short, so I dragged the
uh-huh.
N. I was making fun of how his accent is talking. There you go. So it did sound like it. And once I
It
seen Miss
did.
America, once I seen her comment like Mike, it did sound like I was like, oh shit. Cause I thought people were lying on me. Then they were like,
Uh-uh.
what? It was Mike, it was Vato. And then I was like, Vato did it then, because I knew I didn't say it. But then once they played, I'm like, God damn, I can't even be mad at them. That shit really sounds like it, especially if you take away the whole sentences before it.
Yeah.
Because I actually hit the link to get on some people from the UK that were just dropping the word like just religiously just saying it every 2 seconds. So I was like, I better get up there and check them. I went up there, got on their ass, and then me and Vato got into it. As soon as they heard that, people and if you slow it down, it makes it even worse because the end on the end of talking, like now the end, it sounds like the beginning of there goes. So it's like talking, there go. It actually sounded like I said that shit. I was like, damn.
Yeah, they made it, like I said, I thought it was at Buddy Lee's when that happened.
Well, Buddy Lee did a whole like what do you call it? He spun the ban on it, and they did it everywhere. They did it on like 10 different platforms.
Okay, okay. Because I know that's when I thought that was there, but I might have been late getting into the live, and then Buddy Lee was playing it over and over, but I was there. That's the first time I heard it was at Buddy Lee's, and I thought it happened at Buddy Lee. But, sometimes I'd be a little late getting into lives, and I said when Buddy Lee played the thing over and over and over. Now, I was there, but I corrected and said it was at my house, in the
Yep.
future. Thank you, because I had to be there because I be at my house was back then, every night. Um,
You,
you
you
know,
probably were. I would assume you were definitely around all that time, so it wasn't like
yeah,
before you were over there. I mean, you were probably
yeah,
over there just as long as me. How long you been going to Mayors?
years. Because I
Yeah,
was there before he went to made the president page, you know, because the
same here.
president, I was there before they made that page, and then you see how many pages he'd made since then. So, you know, he made that president page because they kept saying the bipolar made the other page for him, and
That
so that
that's crazy.
he just wanted to say, hey, this is my baby, ain't nobody help them nothing on here. This is only me, you know.
It would
And
have been bullshit anyway, because the page they say Polar helped make, he would have like, that was back when he'd have like 10, 15 people in the damn chat.
yeah, because like when I first started going over there, he didn't have a whole lot of people, but his crowd grew.
Right after the Troll Gang thing, me and him were both going at Troll Gang at the same time. That's what made me first come over there.
Okay, but I
Do you
like,
remember when he? Do you remember when he went to go meet Troll Gang? Troll Gang
mm-hmm,
said he was going to be at that place all day, and
mm-hmm, yep. But and like I like my hair a whole lot. He my favorite content creator. Him and Room Shaker are two of my favorites over there in the Mo 3 beef sector. Uh, you know, and it is what it is.
same here.
Um, but in different sectors, I have different favorites. Like in the beef sector, Treese is my favorite. But she my favorite of all content creators. But hon, it's just some shit I don't like. And to me, I didn't like that lynching stuff being used tonight because we could have went a whole lot of ways with that, and I didn't like that. But I didn't like other things on that live. I didn't like hearing him doing them mumbling raps for our album. That was stupid. And
It's going to get worse. I'm going to troll the shit out of him.
and then he made bimps, the panel was full, and then they just slowly left the different ones that was up there scratching because they got tired of hearing him saying this stuff over and over. That
Yeah, he
He,
turned on Bimp.
yeah, it was a panel killer, you know. But you know, a lot of people turn on Bimp when they don't get their way.
Hell yeah. Like, so he did the same thing. Who's that one guy who always hits the panels when they talk about Dallas and he's like, oh, this Dallas business. Like, I forget his name every time.
I
Like,
can't think of that. Who I know who you talking about. And I can't. They make me so mad when they say this Dallas.
he would ride
Nigga,
for Duke
please.
religiously. So finally, I
Oh,
hit the panel. I'm like, what do you think about your boy? Because they're supposedly both big Crips and Dallas this and Dallas that. I'm like, what do you think about your boy snitching to the police and having two cops in his hotel room to get a protection order? And he's like, I
I
don't
know who
believe
you
that.
talking about. I can't think of what his name is.
What the hell is his name?
And he act
Fucking
like he don't know what. You know when they be selling what Duke
right.
people have
Duke
done. He
turned
be
on
like, I
him.
didn't
Duke
know
turned
that.
on him so bad.
Yeah.
Basically, same thing like what happened in Mysterious yesterday. All them
Yeah.
guys came over from the Austin sector. Like, you cracker, you white boy. By the end, they were fighting with each other and making peace with
Oh,
me. Did you see that?
yep. But I got tired of that too. Because it was just he was getting down and going back up there, and then I gotta go to work. And that shit started from the time she started that lie all day long. And I said, I got to get the fuck out over here.
Yeah.
And boss lady was up there, and I was saying, boss lady, she was up there the whole day. I was saying, oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy.
I came back multiple times. It went very bad
Yeah.
for Zesty West. It went really, really bad for him in the end. Like, really bad.
What is this? What's up with him though? I
Like
don't get him.
he literally was in some back chats telling women he's gonna R word them. He was putting
Yeah.
up pictures of Wu's underage daughter saying he was
Yeah, I
gonna do
seen
all
him this
types of
week.
sick shit. He's
She was,
just a character, a different one every day. Like he'll hit a link and be like, I'm a real Crip from Cali, cuz, and then he'll be on WAPs talking about on
yeah, yeah,
bloods.
yeah.
Yeah,
He changed.
yeah.
He
He
changed
just
who he is.
that's why I can't get along. Like I just never let up on people like that. Same with SD. Like the way he does the women that looked out for him. I
Yeah, I
mean,
ain't
K
thinking
Kara
about
forgave
him.
him, Kiwi
Oh,
forgave him, but I don't get
uh,
past that
uh.
shit.
But I like SD, but he's such a punk.
Wait, would you
And
say you like who?
I like SD, but he's such a punk.
Oh, I thought you said Zesty.
And he's that too, and he two-faced it. He a backstabber. He everything in the book. But them women over there love him. He picked bed and they still lay up with him. Do you hear me?
That's
He he,
insane.
he stay in somebody's bed over there. And then he
He,
say he like boys, and then they still mess with it.
Fuck, what does that say about someone who would do that, though?
And uh,
He's one of the
I
few
just
people that do the white cracker and why you over
yeah.
here
Why
messing
they
with black
over
people.
here?
But
Because
he's one of the people
they
that
do
used to.
tonight.
I used to
And,
be on his
and
panel all the time, and he used to be like, "That white boy can scratch," and we was cool for like a long time till he faked like he got shot, and I was
yep,
sticking up for him because of the women he was talking to. I'm cool with. They were like, "Nah, Mike, he's going through it. That really happened." So I was the one
ooh,
speaking up for him. Bimp was like, "Nah, that shit's bullshit." I'm like, "Nah, Bimp,
yeah,
watch. You'll know soon. Like, watch. Just
he
he's gonna
didn't
talk
get
about it
shot.
soon."
He
Fucking
used that
fraud.
other man's story because it
Right.
was another man had got shot, and then he come on here saying he got shot, and I was saying, well, why come they had the other man on the news and they didn't have him on the news?
Even worse than that. Like he was because Karen and him were into it. The one he calls his sister now
Yep.
again,
And then he
and
run over there to Brenda, and Brenda was babying him, and
right,
Duck
yep,
and all them was getting up there and saying, Brenda, that he ain't get shot. And she was saying, y'all are not gonna mess with SD.
right,
He's injured and this and that.
yeah,
And Cam
exactly.
came up there, yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with him. And he was, oh, it hurt when I move. Oh, oh.
Right. But what's worse than that is Karen and him were into it, and she was like telling him, "I'm gonna have my cousins pull up on you. We'll see," because
Mhm.
he was really disrespecting her. So then
Yeah,
he goes drunk. He goes live, and he was basically putting it on her, like, "Oh, I ain't gonna say, but I would think he was behind this YouTube shit. The only person saying they were going to do something was K Kara. So he was making people think that K Kara was behind it just to find out it was fake. Like, she's very forgiving with
Mhm.
people.
It was
Like,
all fake. But I
yeah,
was saying it from the beginning. I was saying, I said, what they had one of the drivers on there that got shot. Two, you know that been a big deal because they made a big deal out the other driver.
yep.
And he planned like he got jumped, like going from his vehicle, going from the place to his vehicle. And I was saying, what? And then it was on something, he added something else. I was saying, he is lying. And Brenda, a lot of her people turn against her for putting up with that bullshit over there, that dumb shit.
Well,
And
Brenda
then
was one of the few people sticking up for him.
he threw Brenda all the way under the bus
Yep.
after he got, after she, uh, 357, Cam, all kind of men was going up there saying, Brenda, no, you wrong. And she was saying, I am not going to let you. He's been injured, and I'm not going to let y'all mess with him. He can, no. And oh, honey, he was, it hurt.
Yeah. He always says, "You mad about Kiwi? You mad because
Mm-hmm.
like I'm jealous because Kiwi's one of the people that I really fuck with. She's got like one
Right,
of the
right.
only people that got my phone number, like, and I know she's good people. So she was the one that actually made me stop trolling him, and it made me believe it. And she felt bad for him and shit. So I was sticking up for him, speaking up for him, just to be played like a fool. Then now he's like, "You mad because I was fucking yo ho?" Like, now he's just making people think that she got everything he's got. Like, he just lies on every female. That's just,
All the
I don't
women,
know.
it did like on the friend people that he supposed to be his cool friends. He releases phone calls on them. Where he been recording them. I've seen him do woman after woman like that you supposed to be cool with, but then when you cross the line with them one time too many, they just say I don't want to fool with you no more. Then you release recordings on him. And see, now they don't start releasing recordings on him when they break their friendships off now. And he don't like that. I can't believe you did me like that. You recorded me? Bitch, you been recording everybody. Ho. And
Anybody
then,
that messes with him should know they have to record him by now, because he's gonna
yep.
say that you was trying to give me some pussy. That's what he's gonna say.
That's the first thing he say.
He does it
And
every
whoever
time.
lay up with that maggot is retarded. I don't care how much money he got. You couldn't get in my bed. You couldn't come in my house because you was pissy.
It's
And
insane.
make him sleep in some Depend because y'all know he pee the bed. He too lazy to get his ass up and go pee.
I got some
That's
videos I still got to
nasty.
put up, and he ain't gonna like them at
And
all.
y'all. I, if I thought you peed the bed, you couldn't get him. And I know you peed the bed because Jay, you was still peeing when the woman videoed him peeing. He was still peeing.
The girl he's living with now, that was her.
And then 88 showed her mattress the other day. Peed out in her bed.
That whole issue
But
was
I be saying
insane.
there's something wrong with them for he couldn't get in my bed. I wouldn't claim him.
You seen the other play, right? About you got this STD, you got to, you seen all that, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what was funny out of all of that. It wasn't SD and J going to get checked. It was Mink going to get checked.
Wait, what do you mean?
She went and got checked too.
Oh yeah, someone did say that actually.
And allegedly it's because she had gave Sean G some that time. She had always said she didn't give him none.
You know what else is the thing about that they don't realize they exposed is
What?
that when SD started screwing 88, they swore up and down that SD
He
got
had got
tested,
checked.
and she saw his test results.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now that negates all that. So now you're
Mm-hmm.
basically saying you took a guy from YouTube that himself for about 6 months was saying, I got herpes, so what?
Yep.
said
I
his
got
longtime girlfriend had it.
yep, showed the medicine.
Right. So you
He
knew
showed
that.
the herpes medicine.
You knew that and started messing with him and didn't get tested. So what does that say?
But honey, when Minka went and got tested, I hit the blow. I was saying that you said that you and him, Sean G, didn't do nothing.
Yep. She said that
And
about
then
rainwater. It just slipped out on accident not long ago.
and y'all got other y'all done, but long as Sean G been locked up, you ought to know what you had something by now. Or is it something have you messed with SD2 or what's the connection?
No, you don't get it. Like for you to make the decision to go forward with SD means you probably already had it. It was very well known.
Well, it's crazy. Yeah, you know, this but see everybody mess with everybody, so you know you don't never know who we talking about the ones we know that's messing around, who all this messing with different ones that you don't know.
Those
You
are the
know,
sickest plays
that's
I've
the
ever
sickest
seen.
shit. But I ain't wouldn't, honey, if I had a SDTD, I wouldn't let come on YouTube and tell the world. And then how
Hell
you be
no.
so proud to say you got it and stuff. That's something you don't shout that to the top of the world in your real life. Hey, such and such gave me syphilis. You don't say that. You keep that shit under your head. That be between you, the doctor, and the other person.
You seen what she did this morning? This is my new man, blah blah blah, and it's somebody that's like Jackie's people, Jackie's brothers,
Yeah, and
boys.
Jackie called the man. Oh my
Yep,
God, that was the biggest damn mess on it.
yep. He's got to
And that
find
then,
out.
as he was saying, y'all believe she had sex with him? She didn't have no sex with him. He was over there at Bim saying that, and I was saying, how the hell you know?
Because she's a lady. No
I
shit,
was
but
just
this guy's got to find out. Not only is his business on the internet, but a week before that, she told
yes.
10,000 people because after all the replays and stuff, some of them videos
Mhm.
got like 10,000 plus views.
Well, I'll tell
So
you one thing, Jackie got on she got some bullets in that gun now. Since she done been contacted that guy today, you know she gonna have that man on her panel.
88's another one that uses that shit against me, but 88, you used to, I love Mike. I
Mhm.
love Mike.
Yeah, I like all of them. I like 88 too, but I know I be they be but that bullshit over there because I ain't gonna never get on YouTube and say I got syphilis. I don't give a damn if I do got it.
Yeah, but
I ain't gonna say.
you gotta take her side completely to stay her people without falling out. Like completely. She'd be like, don't go. No, I seen you over there. Don't come back over here. Whoever's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
Skulls, that was the first thing. The thing she
Well,
said about
anybody know
Skull.
me know I'm not gonna go. You know, if you know if somebody try to tell me where to go, you are not gonna run me. You
You
are
just
I'm
you
just a
you just made
subscriber.
the
I go
choice
where the
for
hell I
me.
want to go.
By telling me to choose, you just made my choice for me. And it ain't you.
Yeah,
Like yeah.
and you know if I see you over there, would you? Ain't no telling where you might see me at. You ain't finna be running. You ain't paying nothing in this house. You can't tell me shit. Nobody on here can. I go where the hell I want to go, and I like who I like. And just because you don't like them, I don't give a fuck. You like some people I don't like. I don't tell you not to like them.
You seen what happened tonight at Bim's with her and Brandon?
Yeah. Hmm.
That shit was
Yeah, but
crazy.
I didn't like that because that she shouldn't have did that with that baby. She shouldn't have bought
Absolutely
her
not.
up there. There was no right in that. And you don't be talking about it against that man in front of with that baby on YouTube.
Yep.
That's ugly.
That was disgusting.
Oh,
Hey,
excuse me.
Sparkle.
Hi, mamas. Hi, Auntie Pauletti. Hi, baby. Hey, Mike Martin.
Hey, what's
Mikey,
going
little
on?
Hey.
Auntie. All right, I just came through to say, woo child. I love it. They ain't gonna tell
Woo,
mama where to go. They better not tell mama where to go because I have to get on somebody's ass now.
I
they
don't
ain't
know.
gonna tell me. Well, ain't nobody
I
gonna
know.
tell me where to go. I go where the hell I want to go.
Okay, they ain't paying your
And
bills.
then
They
just
better
cause I
leave mama
like you,
alone.
don't be in all your life.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I like you, I ain't got to be in all your life because I can watch the replay. You know,
Exactly.
and I ain't got to tell
Exactly.
you why I ain't been in your motherfucking life. You know,
Exactly.
don't
Shit. What the hell?
question
We got
me.
to sign permission. Yeah, we got to sign permission slips to go ahead. And child, these people crazy. But I
Yeah.
love y'all. Enjoy your holidays. And how you doing?
Same to
Okay.
you.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I like spark. But another thing, I'm gonna tell you this here now. Like some of the guys that do come over here to to the beef sector,
Yeah.
uh, I get tickled because see some of the guys, the guys that like to dress up in ladies' clothes or live their life as a woman every day. Don't be getting mad because you got caught trying to call them baby and sweetheart and what's your name? You know, and it happens to be, the same sex. Don't be getting mad. You
Well,
know, they
those are
didn't
the
come over
dudes.
here bothering you. You came over here bothering them. You know?
Those are the ones I end up saying some shit that if you didn't know me, you might think that I'm like homophobic or something. But it's usually when I say that stuff, they're acting like the most gangster person in the world and
Mhm.
like, just flashing guns and he's even doing
Yeah,
it with you, saying he's gonna beat up your brother or your husband. What was it?
yeah. I want to beat up a woman. They want threaten to beat a woman down, but then when a
Right.
man tell them that they gonna beat him up, oh no, I don't fight. I'm gonna shoot. Now,
Shit.
oh, you wanna beat the women, but you scared to take a punch from a man. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? That's stupid.
absolutely. The Moultrie sector have the fakest gang members I've ever heard of.
Fake,
Ever.
fake,
Ever.
fake, fake.
I heard the one they called the blogger say, "On Bloods, I'm gonna get you locked up." I was like, "What the hell? On Bloods, I'm gonna get you locked up."
Yeah,
That was
but
crazy.
he will. I believe that he will get a person locked up if he get any kind of chance. He'll do it. I know he
Absolutely.
will.
He does it
I
every
know he will.
live. He's trying to do it every live. Well, he at Brandon's today, came over there, kumbaya, but he was like, straight like that's a snitch. I know he's a snitch. He got caught with all them. I'm like, is this really what I'm fucking hearing from him? Like, it was insane.
But you know what? And SD fighting harder for straight like that than he is for himself. Did you hear him up there on Bills tonight?
Nah, I
Y'all
don't.
need to take his pictures down. Y'all need to take his family down.
Oh, that's whose pictures were up when he was saying that?
Yeah, that's who. Cause uh, the, you know, the captain be playing with pictures on his channel a whole lot, which they do that in the Mo three beef sector. You
Yep.
know, they put pictures up over there. And do you
Yep.
think that he's not gonna get rid of none of his pictures because they like him to do them collages over there. And he happened to still have some straight like that pictures, and he been posting them. But why was SD? Why it affect him so bad? Why he got to come over there and be Captain Save a Hoe?
And SD, like, I don't think I'll ever let up on him because I don't respect him. I don't respect who he goes at. I don't respect him flipping on people that were there
He
for him
do them
and
every day.
just backstabs.
Yeah,
Like,
he
yeah,
do
those are
women like that real bad, but they done caught on to his ass, and he done lost a lot of his women that was in his crew. They don't stand up and go and fight out there for him anymore. That's why he act like a weak ass bitch and trying to be up straight like that ass.
yeah.
You see
I've
what I'm
seen him
saying?
do it 7, 8 women I could probably
Mm-hmm.
name off right
Mm-hmm.
now that were nothing but loyal to him. And in the end, he's like,
See,
bitch, you was
he
in
ain't
my
got them no more.
DMs. What was that?
He ain't got them no more. You know, he
Oh,
all them gone. The ones that used to be, except K Kira. Now K Kira's still there. But like Jackie, Jackie them used to be out there swinging for him and
oh
stuff.
yeah.
Big Baby, Kiwi,
That's the one that pissed me off because
um, and K Kira, he done her wrong a bunch of times, but she just still keep him in her corner because she really do care for him a lot. But he done did a lot of fuck shit to her,
crazy.
you know,
That
and
one of the
over
things
and
I just
over and over.
named, basically making the internet think that he got shot and it was probably K Kara that had it done to him. That's basically what he did
Yeah,
without
that's
saying
what he
it.
was saying. He was saying that she had it done.
Well, yeah, it was. Well, he didn't say it exactly, but he's like, I think it's behind some YouTube shit, and the only
Yeah.
person saying they were gonna have people pull up on him was K. Care at the time. So it was to make people think that's why he got shot, just to
Yeah, he
find
low
out.
down.
That's just dirty.
And then it had got turned on Jade. You know, that she was supposed to have had it done. And
I I didn't hear
just
that
all
one.
kind of shit. Yeah, he putting all kind of shit out there. Low down bitch. And I hope Jay take every dime he got. And then over there that day when he was paying all that money to drop people down over there, he paid like $2,000. I believe he paid more than that, dropping people
It
off
was 1,700 exactly.
off of Brandon panel. A
Yep.
man that got a baby by the woman that he was with.
You know what's crazy about that is right before that, he was running around saying, Brandon's a deadbeat. Brandon don't do shit for his kids. And guess who was defending Brandon? I got the clips to prove it.
Brandon
88.
got that money and he moved up there with his wife.
88 was like, yes, he does. It's because that's what I do. I don't let him see his kid. 88 was defending him, and SD was running around saying he don't do shit for his kids. That's the ironic thing right there.
That was crazy. But I didn't like her putting that baby on the thing tonight against her daddy.
That's what started it between me and 88. She brought her kid up another time on the panel and was like, what does your dad do? And then having him say all types of slander about Brandon, and then then you hear the kid being told what to say, and the other kid that's telling his kid to say it whispers too loud and whispers the answer first. His kid repeats it, and 88 knows it just happened and starts laughing. And then I made me rewind it and really listen. I'm like, this psycho bitch. Like, is to do that shit.
I'm just saying that, but see, a lot of times people be wondering why kids do what they do when they get like a teenager or bigger. Think about what they've been experienced when they were little, like 5 and 6.
It's just the worst thing you could do to anyone.
Mom, the reason you were disrespectful to grown people, just off the rip, like cuss grown people out. It's a reason for that. They not just it's a reason why the kids act. No, kids don't act like that. It's a reason why kids feel like they could do that to a grown person. They've done it. They've been taught that, and that's just the facts. You're supposed to shield your babies.
Absolutely. Everyone targeted Brandon in the chat, like, how you gonna call her a bitch when you know your daughter was on you didn't hear the first thing she said when she brought her daughter up there?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
That was insane.
And she was so pretty. She's such a pretty little girl. Which all her kids are beautiful.
A child even looks me in my eye and I smile because I don't want to even make a child ever be scared or even think they should be scared of. You know what I'm saying? Like kids mean more to me than most people. Like, so that shit sets me off. But when I heard him gonna get lined up for the worst thing you could be accused of,
he did the best thing he could to jump off that panel tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the best thing he could have did, because I'm glad he didn't stay up there cussing and stuff, because that's not the way you're supposed to spend your birthday.
Hell no.
All this hollering and cussing and shit. That's not a way to spend a birthday.
The shit that little girl heard tonight.
That was not a way to spend your birthday. I don't care if you're a grown or a kid. It's not supposed to be disrupted with bullshit.
The shit was being said up on the panel at the time she hit the panel.
Yeah, it was bad stuff.
It was disgusting stuff. Disgusting. Shit you would never say in front of a child.
That should never that should never happen. I don't care if it ain't their birthday, but I'm just saying.
And the first thing said was, I wasn't a bitch when you tried to K-word yourself. Like, that's the first thing you're saying. That shit was just like, damn.
When I seen that little girl, I was saying, oh my God, no.
And then everyone wants to
been on YouTube to go into it with my baby daddy, especially at the birthday. I
Oh
wouldn't have
yeah.
been up there with my child.
And now
And that was
everyone's
wrong.
calling him a deadbeat and stuff. But if you knew
Yeah.
everything and the clips I sent them to protect himself after I heard what they were trying to do, like you'd be crazy to not be scared to go around her. Like it's like the
Yeah.
accusations that were getting made were like the worst
Oh,
kind ever.
yeah. Yeah. I
And
don't see all of that.
I had the clips personally because that shit, me and her relationship ended, or friendship, whatever you call it, ended that very day. Like that's dangerous. That's the most dangerous type of person. If they'll do that,
Mm-mm. It's,
that shit.
like with now I be on here, I be cussing and shit, but I don't be hollering and cussing and stuff with my grandbaby, my great grandbaby in here with me.
Hell no.
She just 3, but I ain't gonna do that with her in here. But she ain't nowhere on these premises. When I be acting a goddamn fool on here, she is nowhere near on these premises. She had been gone home before I ever think about being live with, talking to anybody on here. Now sometimes I'll be on here and she be playing and stuff, but I don't be in that bullshit. I don't be that doing that cussing and crazy shit. Sometimes you might hear, Coco Melon in the background, but we
Yeah,
be back here chilling. It ain't no cussing and stuff. She don't hear that shit. No.
the shit we say on these panels,
Yeah.
like shit.
Oh no, 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 no. No. And like when the times I went live tonight, like when I made my little short live, she had been gone. About an hour before I even came, turned this shit on. Uh no, it's something I ain't gonna do. And I'm not gonna expose her to that. I'm not gonna expose her face on here ever, and I'm not gonna expose her ears to this bullshit that I be doing and listening to. If she gonna learn that kind of stuff, it's gonna be out there in the street. It ain't gonna be in my house.
Hell no. Like
Period.
I'm protective of a kid I don't know. I wouldn't want anything to happen, or I would help in any way I could to the person I hated the most on this earth if it was their child too.
No, I
Like
wouldn't do mm-mm. I wouldn't do nothing against anybody else's child, even my enemy. I don't wish nothing bad on your kids or grandkids and all that shit. I want you to be innocent and love everything, as
oh
long
yeah.
as possible. Oh my Lord. It's some
That's
shit I just don't understand.
hell yeah. And everybody want to be in the in crowd. So if that's where
Yeah.
everybody is, they just gonna accept it and be quiet. Like I'm not like that. I don't give a
I
damn who
wasn't
you are.
I wasn't raised like that. And then like I wasn't raised where grown folks did anything around kids. They were respectful. It's just some things you don't do when kids are present. And it's a whole bunch of things you don't do when kids present. With their little ears. Nah.
Well,
That,
they
that,
say
that ain't
it's
cool.
they say this is the internet. Like that shit
No,
shouldn't get checked that when you enter this app. Like some
no,
shit. Like I don't know. I don't change when I hit
no,
this app. Like,
no.
but I'm disgusted. I
If
almost
you
quit
do
with
it,
this shit.
you'll do it if you do it on the internet, you'll do it anywhere. Because you got a bigger crowd than you have like in your regular life. Somebody tonight in BIMS, it was like 1,000 and some people in that chat. So a
Yep.
lot of people seen that shit.
Yep. Same
You
with
know,
yesterday and Mysterious. That shit was sick. Like
yeah,
it's just
it's a lot of stuff that happens on here daily that people in the world should not have to see, should ever see. We shouldn't see that. We shouldn't hear that ever come out of your mouth. It's some things that's done on here that's stupid, that don't make no goddamn sense.
even the CPS stuff. Like that shit is sickening to me. Unless that
Yeah,
child really needed it. Like if
yeah,
it's really for the welfare of the child, then I understand. But to do it because you hate her, or only
yeah.
do it once you fall out with her, like you
Well,
didn't
people have
think
always
didn't
done that on YouTube.
that shit is sick.
You
Like
know,
them kids could end up anywhere getting put in the system.
yeah, and they could
Just-
get put in a bad situation because everybody that's a foster parent is not a good foster parent.
yeah, they just want them
Everybody,
checks.
you might be taking them, sending them to the sharks den.
Yep.
You know,
They're in it for the checks. They might have 5, 6 kids. You might be put them with another kid that has some real problems. Like, yeah, that shit is sickening to me.
Yeah,
Like,
you have no control. But what can you do if they that's crazy.
problem is that it's accepted or it's forgiven a lot around this sector. That's just crazy to me. Like,
Well, like I said, people ain't ashamed to do it. They doing it online. They call online. So they don't care. But then another thing, it's gotta be something. If they take your child out of your home, it's something they seen. It ain't they not just gonna knock on your door and take your kids. They
right.
gonna look into this. It's not just like they're gonna come just because you called CPS on a person. They're gonna knock on your door and just come in your house to take your kids out of there. It don't work like that. When they come in there, it's something wrong. And they observe that they got to get these kids out of this house for safety. Just because you call them, they don't take your kids. Because you can call on, all day. If I had little small children, they gonna just walk back out the door because I ain't did nothing wrong. It's just if I'm doing something wrong that they would take my children.
Well, you can manipulate a child easy. So
yeah,
once they get to that level where they'll even play them games, like or use the child to say something about like that shit is just
the actual stuff. Now they might take them to the hospital or whatever, but if don't find them, they're gonna give your baby back. But I just don't want to put my child. My child ain't never had to go to no rape kits and all that kind of bullshit. And I think that's really, really foul to put a child through that over a lie.
Oh yeah, like I grew up like in the system, in and out of group homes, and I know a lot of my good friends that were women or single moms at a young age experienced some real bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they all got a story of some guy that went too far, crossed the line, like that shit. That's why I'm so protective. Like when I see just women getting targeted by the dudes that are up here, fuck you, ho. I think if that was my daughter out in the world, I would hope some guy would be like, no, step in and check some piece of shit like that.
Yeah. Well, but like I said, in the real world, people do make false reports on just because they don't like you. With the CPS stuff. And the CPS stuff are doing their job when they come to the house to check on the welfare of the child. They doing their job when they tell you to go to parenting classes. They're doing their job. And if you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't have a problem doing what they say to do. But a person shouldn't have to keep going through it over and over and over just because you don't like me. But that would be in a perfect world that people did what they, didn't do things like that. But ain't nothing good gonna ever happen to you when you do shit like that. When you that low down gonna be done back to you. When you do bad things like that, the shit gonna come back on you sooner or later. And now it comes back on you more sooner because it used to, like they talk about karma. Karma used to take a long time back in the day to get people, but now it's like overnight. That you do something to somebody, you get slapped right in the face with something the next day.
Hell yeah. Like I grew up like
a long time.
Telling on somebody was like the worst reputation you can have. But then I think about it as I'm older, like, so no condition would you ever tell a cop something. I'm like, I can actually think of one. If I came outside and I seen a guy with a small kid get in the car and leave, and then someone came running by and said, my kid's missing, and I'm the only one that's seen him and who took him, hell yeah, I'm going to tell on him. Like, if you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
It's decent. Like I said, there's some sick people on here, and then everybody on here ain't got good sense. It's a lot of people that's nuts on here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on here that do a lot of bad things in their real life. So what do you think they're gonna do on here? This is just another tool for them to work with.
I just hate that it's the internet. Like that's an excuse.
All you gotta do is
I hate that shit.
Power button. That's all you gotta do. Click the power button, and you can run them up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to continue doing because I've been having a hell of a month.
You've been out here, Donnie. I tell you one damn thing. You fight. You fight back. You ain't one of them people that don't fight back. And you do that.
Like they're going to be. I know they're going to eventually. They dox everybody, and I don't like to use that bullshit as like who I am as a person. But when they finally do it to me, they're going to be very surprised. I just leave it at that. Like I don't like using that type of shit to define who I am or like it's a bragging thing or anything like that.
Well, a lot of times when they dox some certain people, they pull all the way back from them because they see some shit in there they didn't. Hey, I didn't know this motherfucker was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real.
I promise that's what they're gonna say. I promise that. Like I just don't want to be the person using that to define who I am or think like then I feel like I'm like them. But I always say that. I promise when you find it, you're gonna see everything you pretend to be every day. It's just I ain't proud of that shit. Like
but you said you done changed though. You said that when you had your child that you had a
absolutely
whole new outlook on life. And like I said, a lot of time that's what it takes in a person when they have a child.
Oh yeah! By the time I was 14, I got my mother's house raided twice.
Oh no!
By 14,
Ooh, child.
Then I became a state kid. I was in the state's custody. I was like their kid till 18, and I didn't even make it. I ended up in adult jail at 17. Like,
well, that's just the road your life had to take. Everybody road ain't the same. And some people don't make it to be grown. Some people, they little life, before they can figure it out, it gets snuffed out. So you just thank the Lord that you made it to be a grown man.
Yep. And when you do it at 30, when you do it in your 30s, they don't play with you either. Like,
oh hell no, they'll throw the book at you.
They don't see you as you can be rehabilitated.
Right.
My daughter saved my ass. My daughter definitely saved my ass.
And a lot of times that's what do save a person is having an actual being out their body. A kid.
Yeah.
But that's all I had to do to get my life in the order. I should have got my life, had a kid 10 years ago. I could have got my life set together 10 years ago. If I knew that's all it took was a little baby.
By the time my daughter was 9, I took full custody of her. I worked 40, 50 hours a week and then slept in my car 3-4 nights a week while I'm outside of cheerleading practices and competitions on the weekend and everything like that. So now people know that. Not certain people knew that already, heard that, and that's what they use now. They're like, you did this. It's like sick shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll say I did what I had to do as a dad. I wouldn't be ashamed of it.
No, but they try to throw the sickest jacket you can on me and then say some shit. You touched your dog. Like,
you be in jail.
Because they know that's how that was like my life, the most important thing in my life. So I ain't even got to say his name. The same person Mahia's always got an issue with. Went and doctored up fake paperwork and try to throw the jacket on me.
Yeah, but that I wouldn't even worry about that. Because they make paperwork on here every day. They, like I said, texts and everything else. A lot of times you can't disprove a lie. But a lot of times you can. But a lot of times look who mouth is coming out of. You see what I'm saying? This person ain't holding no truth. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. Because look who mouth is coming out of. Ain't nobody else said they found that.
You know what's funny is what he did was got an article with someone with the same name, and he's like, I blocked out all this stuff just so you can focus on that. So I Googled it, found it. Everything he blocked out was saying that the dude pled guilty, been in jail, got 5 years, been in jail for like 6 months. So he blocked it all out so he could still use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
but, you could, like I said, the truth is the truth and a lie is a lie. And I just try to stay, on just the right side. And on any situation, I don't want to.
I noticed that. I definitely noticed that with you.
Nothing that's wrong. I'm not going to put my energy behind something that's wrong. Because I'd be willing to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not gonna go. I ain't going for that shit. I ain't going.
Well, there's not a lot of you. There's not a lot of people like that.
Yeah. Well, I try to be on anybody's side. Just the right side, really. I just and then if it's something that you know is not right, I just will say it. I'll say it. I got enough balls to say it. A lot of people ain't got enough balls.
That's what
You
I
know.
meant. That's what I meant.
I would hope somebody would do me the same, give me the same courtesy. If they start there saying something, some bullshit, say hell, I think that's bullshit. Or either I know that's bullshit. And
Yep.
go. You could see this when this happened over there. You know,
Just
and
seems
that's
like as soon as they get the numbers back, people forget and they're just like, well, I want to be where everyone is. And it doesn't
yeah.
matter that they know that type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty
Well, it's a
relentless.
lot of people on here that have made their channels off of lies on people. You know what I'm saying? They have made themselves to be a real popular, but it's all been bullshit all along. And by the time a lot of people find out, it's because they got turned on, and then they trying to come out and you was right. No, you keep on what you was talking about. I ain't got no use for you. You know,
Absolutely.
because you knew this shit was wrong when y'all was doing it. So you keep your ass on over there. You go somewhere else, anywhere but here, because you don't like me.
Absolutely.
And that's the way I feel about it. If one do it, you need to get to do it. If one person is wrong, everybody need to be wrong. You
Yep.
know, everybody need to get rewarded for being wrong, but not just one person or two people.
Well, I just wanted to hit your panel because I've been seeing you lately. Like, not even just lately. I've been seeing it a while when they've been trying to do that to me. Even on other panels when I caught the replays, I always see you in the chat speaking up. So I figured I'd come over here.
Well, I
I
do what I
appreciate it.
for anybody. If I'm in the chat, if I know it's not right, I'll put it in there. And this happened there, and I do. You're not the only one.
Oh, I know
If
it. But I
if I,
like to give people their credit when it's due.
well, if I observe it, and I observe if I don't think it's right that they're doing a person like this and trying to turn a crowd against them just because they don't like them, I ain't for that because I done seen that happen on here too many times. I have seen it happen too many times
Yep.
on my years being on YouTube. People being falsely accused of things, and I know better. And but when I was a subscriber, I didn't have very much of a voice. But I'm a content creator now, and I can come live when I see things that I don't like. I can come over here and express it, and that's why I didn't let nobody hit my panel until I got to saying everything I needed to say concerning the issue that I was having tonight.
No,
It's
totally
other issues.
understood. Huh?
It's other things I have an issue with, and I'll be doing lives on those. Like if it kind of hit me wrong, and I get tired of it, then I'll make a live about it, and that's why I did this live. And the lynching part, what got me, the lynching. If he wouldn't have did the lynching thing, I wouldn't have said a thing. I wouldn't have made a live on this if he wouldn't have put that black man hanging out of a damn tree with all them white people sitting there looking at it.
With it
You
being
know,
so obvious, it
in
didn't. It
broad
wasn't.
daylight.
It wasn't a real issue for him. It wasn't his. This is not something he's regularly is all about. It was for the purpose of to try to just tarnish someone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was exciting a crowd, to me, and and a crowd with there's two different things. It's like I said, a lynching, and I was saying, no, this done gone too far. Cause see, I didn't even address nothing else on the live. I want to address like the race shit and how
right.
it's being used as a tool, and I don't think it's cool. That ain't cool. What if it was like, what if we were somewhere and it was done to somebody black? You are the white content creator that you like to go to, and then this happens. How would you feel?
That's
It's
what
not
they're
you're not
praying
being
for.
you're
They're
not
praying
being
I'll
that's not
respond with
cool.
that.
Because it's white places I go on YouTube, and I don't want to be targeted just because I'm black. I want it to be just like it is now, that I feel comfortable being in this situation over here. Because the places I don't like, that's uncomfortable in the white areas, I don't go to. They let me know they don't like our kind about the commentary that they give, or the comments that's coming in that crowd. So I know to exit my ass out of them places.
Yeah, they tried to get me to go over to one. Mysterious and all of them started going over to, what's that guy's name? The guy that used to start showing up, and it seemed like he was purposely picking black content creators to hit their
I know
link.
you're talking about. Yeah, I went over there.
Something O'Shea or something, and the other one, pimping something.
I lost nothing over there. I went over there and I did not like it.
Me neither.
Okay. And I don't go over there, period. There's no reason for me to go over there, to hit his panel, to go in his chat, nothing. And I still went. Didn't like that shit.
I don't know.
But it's some things I don't participate in that kind of race shit. And I don't like it.
I don't know.
I don't like it at all.
Well, I gotta find my charger, so I don't want it to just cut off on you. But salute to you again.
All right, I'll see you here in the streets.
Definitely will. Probably in a bit.
All right.
Salute.
Bye-bye. But a couple of days ago, Mike Martin called Ghetto out about 4:00 in the morning, and I was hollering. Mike said, I'm getting ready to kick your ass and all of that. I mean, I hit the floor. And Ghetto punked out. Do you hear me? Mike Martin put his clothes on, got in his damn car, and was headed. They were supposed to be going to meet in Connecticut first. Then they changed to the New York border. Mike was in his car. He was ready to fight. Do you hear me? I was laughing and I was screaming in the bedroom. It was like at 4:00 in the morning. They got into it, and Mike said, "Okay, goddamn it, I'm getting ready to kick your ass, and now we finna meet up right goddamn now, and I'm gonna kick your ass. Get in your car and turn your GPS on." And Ghetto act like he was out in the car, and so Mike put his shit on, and he got in his goddamn car and he hit that goddamn freeway. You hear me? He was headed to New York City. New York City. And Ghetto pulled out. Ghetto didn't want none of that. He knew that white man finna whoop him down. Oh, John. But yeah, Ghetto, honey, he bagged out his way. He pussy popped all the way back out of that, honey. He didn't want none of that smoke. But Mike One was in his car, had his GPS set. Do you hear me? And he was ready to kick Mike Ghetto ass. I say, play that funky music, white boy. Oh shit. Y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I've been on here about 2 hours. Y'all done heard this old lady cackle about something that she wanted to talk about tonight. I'll get it maybe I'll come live tomorrow and give y'all my, some talk about the shit I seen yesterday, and I'll go briefly on what I talked about tonight. But, every once in a while I have one of these kind of lives that I just want to talk about what the shit I just seen and what I didn't like, or either if it's some shit on there I seen and I did like, because it's not going to always be complaining. Sometimes it's going to be about shit. It might, that warm this old heart sometime. But, ooh, child. I'm getting ready to get out here in these streets. Hell, I can't stay on here all night with y'all. I know I'm missing something. Ooh, child. This feels like the weekend. And it's just, it's Wednesday morning now. Ooh, child. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.